Like a Hellcat.
Hello friends, welcome back to the Coastal Vlogger channel. And for this new or latest vlog, I'm here with a new set of news. So today probably I'm gonna talk about the top 10 bikes which are best or applicable for students. So these bikes which I'm gonna tell you about, they are all best in their field or segment, and one of the best bikes produced or produced by those companies. So starting off with the number one bike which is there in my list, that is the KTM Duke 125. So the KTM Duke, I'm gonna probably use my iPad to give you information regarding all the bikes, even the prices, present prices also. So we have the KTM Duke 125. I'm talking about the KTM Duke 125, not the 150cc one. So I'm talking about this model because it's a BS6 version, so it is most applicable for you people. So we have the KTM Duke 125. I just now showed you in the screen. So it has ABS, and the price is 1,66,000. That is on road price. So the ex showroom price is 1,32,000, and the on road price is 1,66,000 with RTO cost of around 27,000 and 6,000 insurance. That will also come in the screen, I am telling you. So the speciality of this bike is it is a premium bike, and the features are most powerful engine it has, and also it is equipped with the outside locks. And what lacks in this bike is, it is very like, for student purpose that bike is little too expensive, because for just a 125cc bike you cannot just give away more than 1.5 lakh. So according to me, only the price is hefty, but the bike is absolutely a beast. So next we'll go for the second bike which is on our list. So we have the Yamaha R15 version 3. So I'm a personal fan of the Yamaha because we already own a Yamaha bike, that is the FZ 250C series, and it's 3.5 years old. So it is having a good quality. So in case of the Yamaha R15, you get this version 3 also in the BS6 model version. So my favorite model in this Yamaha R15 version 3 is the Monster edition which is there. So it has a full detailing of Monster. I'll show you right now on the screen. So this is a cool lookout for the bike, and I like this bike personally. I already told you I'm a Yamaha fan. So we'll view the price of the Yamaha R15 version 3. So the ex showroom price is 1,46,500, and the on road price for this in Bangalore will be around 1,90,000 almost. So this is another costly bike, but in comparison to the Duke, this is better I feel, because the CC is more in this vehicle. It is a 155cc beast, whereas the KTM Duke is 125, but KTM is good and absolutely a naked beast in its model, whereas the R15 is good in this model. So we'll go for the third bike, that is the Bajaj Pulsar NS200. So I have heard a lot about this particular bike because lots and lots of people prefer the Bajaj, because it is also called as the world's favorite bike. Like, people go for the Bajaj because I guess the servicing cost and other costs will be less in case of the Bajaj, and I am a Pulsar fan in the Bajaj, but the Pulsar NS200, I have never rode it or I have never heard much about it, but I have seen a lot of these bikes recently with students, especially because the students just like naked bikes like this. So you get this in the BS6 version again. So we'll view the price. So in this bike also you get different colors like white, gray, black, red, blue, and the headlight looks awesome, whereas the tail light also looks epic. And this is a 200cc beast for just 1,55,000, that is on road, and ex showroom price is 1,24,000. So the on road price I'm telling you, right now I'm talking about all the Bangalore on road price, because we live in Karnataka, so I'm gonna talk about Bangalore especially. And Bangalore is a city in Karnataka where all the bike showrooms is easily available. Even HD bikes are in Bangalore. So we have 1,51,000, and this is a 200cc bike. So this is a good choice according to me. So at the end, after I discuss about all the 10 bikes, I'm gonna tell my personal favorite in this all 10. So let's see soon. So about more details about this bike, let's just check what's special in this. Yeah, so it has a 6-speed gearbox. It is the same with the R15 also. Then average maintenance cost, like I told you, Bajaj has a good. They have maintained a good series of service costs, whereas some companies have a very high service cost. So that is the problem. Then street bike with an aggressive stance. Yeah, that's true. The headlight looks aggressive. That is the main thing. And I have seen names given to it like the Wolf. It's quite a good name for that bike. So the finishing could be better. That is the drawback. And vibration at higher RPM. Okay, so this is another drawback. So apart from this, we'll go with the next bike which we have, that is the Honda CB Hornet 160R. So again, it might have come on the display here. I have maintained this place for the display itself. So let's go to Honda and we'll check the price of this CB Hornet 160R. So the CB Hornet 160R is a 162cc bike, and the weight is 140 kgs, so it's good. But the top speed is 110, not bad, and the price is quite cheap. This is reasonable bike, because ex showroom rate is 93,000, and the on road price is 1,15,000. And in my guess, I feel that your Honda bikes have a pretty cheaper margin compared to the other bikes which are present these days, because when we went to buy the Grazia also, I have observed that the ex showroom price will be less compared to that what we have. Sorry for the sound disturbances. So the Honda CB Hornet 160R, so the on road price Bangalore is 1,15,000 only. This is good, 160 bike. So let's check any drawbacks and plus marks. Okay, the plus marks are refined engine, good. Sport and attractive design, again a good thing. Comes with several features, that is too again a good thing. Then okay, so it is an expensive bike in its series, that's bad. And again the same problem like the Bajaj, it has sound problem, that is when you go at a higher RPM it does vibrations. So then we have doesn't get engine kill switch. Oh my god, this is very important drawback, because usually an engine kill switch is recommended in all the bikes. Even scooters these days like the Activa 125 has got the engine kill switch. I don't know why they have not provided in this BS6 version bike. So let's go to the next bike, that is the TVS Apache RTR 160V. So another 160 bike. So this is a TVS bike. So let's see, Apache RTR 160V. Yeah, this is the right bike. Okay, so here let's check the price again. So again it will come on the screen. The ex showroom price is 1 lakh, and the on road price Bangalore is 1,30,000. So that's a 30,000 difference. I don't know in other states how it will vary. So we should check that, and we'll check for any drawbacks in this bike again. So the drawbacks are quality could have been better. Okay, So lack bite in front brake. Okay, again the front brake is not so effective. So could have got sportier split seats. Okay, so it doesn't have split seat, it has a single seat. That is a bad single seat. I meant not a single seat. It's a seat long, but that's the thing is recent models don't get single seats. They get these two seats, which gives it a sportier look, and the pillion gets a higher sight in the bike. I like those type of bikes usually. So that's good. And now we'll go for the advantages of this bike compared to others. Okay, the engine is very smooth, good looking instrument cluster. Okay, that is another thing. Easy to ride in cities. Okay, so this is a very good plus point in this bike. Easy to ride in cities. You know the traffic these days, so in cities such as Bangalore and all, due to heavy traffic, you can become late to the office. So this bike will help you save your salary also. So next we'll go for the Yamaha MT-15. So I heard a lot about this bike, and I personally liked its front shape and that three dot type lights. It gives a cool night vision look. So for the price details, again I'll go for this. So the ex showroom price is 1,38,000, and the on road price is 1,68,000. Okay, so it's a bit costly for this segment actually. The cc of this bike is 150, so not bad, but I feel it's a costly bike. Yamaha servicing costs a little bit high compared to your Bajaj and other bikes. So let's see its advantages. Easy to ride in city. Okay, a good thing. Then a refined 155cc motor. Okay, another good thing. Offers good fuel efficiency. Okay, provides good mileage being a 150cc, because the R15 and all lacks the mileage thing. So could have been better in, has a stiff suspension setup, could get better build up quality. Okay, it's pricey. Like I told, the price is bit high. Yamaha bikes usually have a higher price. So the next bike is the Hero Xpulse 200T. I have not heard much about this, but my personal favorite adventure bike is the Hero Xpulse. It is a wonderful adventure bike, which is right now coming on the screen only. But right now I'm talking about the Hero Xpulse 200T. That is this bike. It doesn't look so stylish. The retro headlights are a bit good. I personally like retro headlights, like which comes in the Bullet and your Himalaya and other adventure bikes also. So let's just check the price. Though the price is very less compared to the other bikes. So ex showroom price is 95,000, and the on road price Bangalore is 1,18,000 rupees only. So let's see what advantages it has compared to the other bikes. Okay, gets modern features, that's good. Offers comfortable riding position. Okay, another good thing. Has good handling dynamics. Okay, that is also a good thing. Could be better in, doesn't get option for fuel injected engine. So that's a problem there again. Vibrates at high speed. So you have observed that almost many bikes have the same disadvantage, that is vibrates at a high speed. So the next bike is the Bajaj Avenger Street 220. This is a bloody good bike, because the Bajaj Avenger was once a very famous bike because of its low sitting level, and even short people can go for long journeys with this particular cruiser bike. So I am talking about the Street 20, like Street 22, that is the Street 220cc bike. So the price again here is not so less, but it's okay. Bajaj again has a less service cost. So the ex showroom price is 1,04,000, and on road price Bangalore is 1,28,000. So it's good, and it comes with ABS. Almost all the bike these days, even 125cc bikes come with ABS. It's a good thing actually. So advantages: has a comfortable riding position. Like I told you, even short people who are like even 5 feet can drive this bike. I have personally seen. And good engine performance. and then great service. That's a very important thing required these days. So disadvantages are requires more effort to quick turns in cities. Yeah, that's true, because the bike is little long compared to the common bikes which we have. So a bit problematic in traffic maybe. And the front brake again lacks power. This is the second bike with the again the front brake problem. All bikes have a disadvantage, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't buy it or something. Who have a personal taste in their field or their bikes will go for those bikes. So now we'll come to the number ninth one, that is KTM RC200. Okay, we have another KTM here, RC200. Yeah, that is true. The RC125 is costly for its segment, so the RC200 is far more better bike. So again, this is a BS6 version, and this bike is one of the costliest in these in the present list of the top 10. So that is a very disadvantageous thing, because you get the Bajaj Pulsar NS 200 for a lesser price, that is 1,60,000 around, and this is way too costlier than that. So the ex showroom price itself is 1,96,000, and the on road price is 2,48,000, that is almost 2.5 lakhs. That's costly for a bike like that, and it's pretty bad also. So let's see the disadvantage. Obviously, one disadvantage according to me is the price. So let's see what disadvantages it has. Small pillion seat, yeah, that's true. Then uncomfortable city rides, that's again another thing. And brake lacks the bite, that means the brakes are not so effective for that cc bike. So the pricing is not given, so no problem. So the advantages are great motorcycle for race tracks, yeah, that's true. The body itself proves that that bike is for those kinds of journeys actually. Then powerful and punchy engine, that's again true. And overall weight is on the lighter side. Okay, that is also another advantage when you are riding. Especially these sports bike have a feature, that is when you go at high speed, you should not be able, like it should not be difficult to tilt the vehicle here and there in case it's an emergency. So it's good if the bike is lighter, it goes more faster. So for the last, that is the 10th bike which we have, that is, of course you can guess it well, that is the Royal Enfield Classic 350. This bike I have personally, my dad had it and I have driven it. The only problem I felt is the weight. So it's almost 200 kgs, so it's difficult to ride it, you know that. And the price, I guess it is the second highest bike in our top 10 bikes. So the on-road price Bangalore is 1,95,000, and the ex-showroom Bangalore price is 1,55,000. So like I told you, you won't imagine 4 years back when we had bought the Bullet, 1,55,000 was on-road price of this bike, and now the on-road price is 1,95,000. Just in 4 years, that much of demand, and that much, I have seen that lots and lots of people prefer the Classic 350 compared to the Classic 500cc also, and the Thunderbird also. So we had the top 10 bikes here. So like I promised, I have to tell you people about my favorite bike. So in this top 10 bikes, my personal favorite would be the Yamaha R15 V3, that is it comes in the second position. Personally, because not, it doesn't matter about the price, it's not about the price actually, it's about your interest in motovlogs or in traveling. Even I personally love doing motovlogs, but was not able to. I even have GoPros for that purpose, but never was able to. So probably in the upcoming vlogs in the future, I'll be able to do. So if you have liked this video, please like, share and comment, and tell me which is your favorite bike in this top 10. So until then, the Coastal Vlogger is signing off.